Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. When a system is functional, we all enjoy it. When a system is dysfunctional or not performing, we all endure it. And that brings us to this news where even the Seriki son is beginning to sing a different tone. In fact, he's speaking almost like the secessionist people are already talking over the issue of Nigeria and insecurity. And he has so much more to reveal over the issues. But before we go into the news proper to find out what it is that Seriki's son and the Fulanis are saying concerning this issue, we'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, Sulaiman Oloru, first son of the Seriki Fulani of Igboho community in Yawa North Local Government Area of Ogun State, Adamu Oloru, has said the Nigerian police are clueless about curtailing the criminal activities of the killer Fulani headsmen across the country. He said a new approach must be devised to fight the murderous numbers for peace to reign in the country. Speaking about his ordeal in the last few days, Sulaiman noted that the Nigerian police have mainly been fighting the Fulani herdsmen with theories, with no practical improvement to show for it. He said, I just left a meeting in Eyetoro now. We had a meeting with the police. We have had a series of meetings like that in the past, which yielded no successful result. Personally, I think the Nigerian police cannot handle these criminal Fulanis. They don't know what to do, Suleiman said. He said, the police do not even act on intelligence given to them prior to the attack and would rather wait for the people to get killed before they respond. He said, when we hear about the possibility of an attack or assault that might come from the nomads, we inform the police. But all they would tell you is to write a report. In most of these cases, they are even endangering the lives of people that give the information. In the end, they won't make any moves until the incident has happened and they don't arrest the criminals. Instead, they'll be asking you if you can identify one of the criminals. Who has the courage to identify criminals with ammunitions? According to him, the lasting solution to the persistent crisis between farmers and herders in the country is that each region of the country should either manage their territory or break away. Honestly, I'm fed up with this crisis. I think what is best for all of us is to manage the land in each region and state by ourselves. Or let regions break away in Nigeria if that will help us. I'm begging you, help us to tell the Nigerian government that if the police cannot handle insecurity in the country, we should go our separate ways. Sulaiman's father, Seriki Fulani of Igboho, Adamu Oloru, recently fled the community after his house and the Fulani settlement where cattle were sold in the area were burnt by some youths. An Ibadan-based rights activist, Chief Sunday Igboho, or Sunday Adeyemo, has stormed Igboho with his lieutenants to assist the residents of the troubled community to drive out Fulani herdsmen, whom they had blamed for the incessant killings and kidnappings and farm destructions in their area. Shortly after Igboho's visit, the residence of Oloru was set ablaze as he was blamed for doing nothing about the criminal activities perpetrated by Fulani herders in the area. Sulaiman told Sahara reporters that his father had relocated to Abeokuta following the incident. He, however, did not disclose the area where his father moved to in Abeokuta. You have heard what the Fulani had, Seriki's son. I'm talking about the Ogun State Seriki's son. You have heard it. In fact, the young man is even tired of the whole thing. And he's even singing, he's dancing the tone of Nnamdi Kanu already. Saying if each region cannot manage the security situation, they should break away. See, we can't continue with this propaganda. I keep saying this. Let's look for a way out. We can't keep saying things are working and we're doing the same thing and expecting a different result. That's not wise at all. That's not wisdom. In every true ramification, it's not wisdom at all. If you want to get things done, do it differently. Try this method doesn't work. Do it differently. Okay, we now have Amotekun. Yes, Amotekun is trying. But the truth is, even the Fulanis are already tired. Are there kidnappers in the bushes? Yes, there are. Are they Fulanis? They're already saying that they're actually foreign ones. How do we identify the foreign ones from the natives? We can't identify them. And this Seriki son is saying most often than not, they actually identify them and they give forewarning ahead of time. They look at what's about to go down and they'll be waiting. By the time they'll give reports, give such statements to the security agencies, they'll be telling them to write reports. And then they will not tell you to, can you identify who want to do that? He's actually very practically very correct. But now the challenge now is what's the way forward? He's saying, look, the government needs to look beyond, think out of the box and look beyond using the same security personnel, the same security apparatus. If that's the same security apparatus we've been using and it's not been using results, look at what Seriki son is saying. Seriki, the one of Ogun State, is saying. Seriki Fulani of Ogun State location. He said, look, then each region should actually man their position. Now, that's an open, it's actually telling Nigerians practically what is going on. Forget propaganda, forget politicizing. Whatever you need to do to protect your region, do it now, legitimately. Amateco, technically speaking, Southwest is already up and running. Okay, some persons are already rejecting ESN. But the question is, do you have any alternative? You have heard from the Fulani headsman himself. He said, look, a Fulani man himself say, look, you better look for the only practical way is for us all to have regional security outfit that will man all our regions. But in event where we can't manage ourselves in one unity, then we should think of breaking away as regions. And that's a strong recommendation. He's actually tired of the whole thing. They're being profiled as the ones that the ones committing these crimes. Yes, they may want to say they're not the one, but the tribes persons are actually involved in this matter. They may not be the one, but unfortunately, Nigerians are tired. Nigerians are really very tired. And this is not coming from an Igbo man. Oh. It's definitely not even coming from a Yoruba man. It's coming from a Fulani man saying, look, if we can't handle this, by all means, let's break away. That's a very strong statement. Now, that's also a very strong statement to concerning our security apparatus, concerning our security agents, and concerning our security officers. They need to begin to think out of the box. You get an intelligence report like of that sort. Do you really need to wait for it to happen? If our security needs retraining, by all means, we should do the needful. Because Nigeria, it's a country. It's not. This is not politics now. If you are playing propaganda, the reality is staring at us in the face every day by day. It's now a regular phenomenon, and it shouldn't be. One of the cardinal things we actually elected our leaders is to protect both lives and property. Now, if they have not done that, they have goofed. They have not delivered. They have failed. And we need to begin to look inwards. We need to begin to change the narration. The narrative is getting the same. We need to begin to look forward and see how we can protect our people, both lives and property of all Nigerians, because it's quite important. That's what we're going to wrap